Hey, what's up guys, Patrick here, and I recently power passed to Punica in a new server, and I want to show you guys how to hone as optimally as possible from 1302 to 1370. So there are three takeaways you can get from this video. One is for merger participants that want to take advantage of my recent video that I released. If you haven't seen it, check it out, it's in my channel. I want to show you guys what you're getting yourselves into and how to follow along as well. For number two, I want to show newer players what the in-game mechanics and events are and how you can get the items and honing materials you need to progress as quickly as possible to 1370. Number three, I want to show you guys how $40 for the Punica Pass and 7 hours or less of total gameplay can get you another gold generating character in a new server. I'm gonna be referencing this video in a later video of mine, so stay tuned. But anyways, let's get started. So first, we need to understand how much it will cost in material to hone to 1370. You can use this website to help you calculate the average case scenario. I'll put a link in the description below. For my scenario, honing from 1302, I will need about this much material to get to 1370, and this will equate to about 43,000 gold using the current market price of when this video was made. So two things to note. One, new characters on new servers have a 3-day gold lock period, meaning they cannot buy or sell anything in the auction house or use the Mario shop. Two, the biggest glaring issue is the silver class, but don't you worry, I'll show you guys an easy fix for that later on in my video. So there are two approaches to this. Either you spend gold to get the materials you need, or you spend the time to farm the materials that you need, which is the recurring theme with Lost Ark. With gold, it should be a straight shot. Wait 3 days and then transfer gold from your main server to your out server. Do my silver solution presented later on in the video, and in theory you should only have to spend about an hour or less, depends on how quickly you can click to go from 1302 to 1370 in a new server. You will make back your costs and then some after about 13 weeks of buying Argos and Oreha buses in my present scenario. My personal experience, it took me a total of 6.77 hours of total pure gameplay and hitting 2 5k Makokos and the 4-day logging rewards to get to 1370 with no gold transfer needed. If you found this video to be helpful, then please hit that like button. It helps me spread this message across to more people. But anyways, moving on from here, I will go into more details on how to take advantage of the in-game rewards in order to reduce the amount of required gold needed for this trick. If this does not sound interesting to you, then do check out another gold saving tip on the top right hand corner of the screen. I'm sure you'll find something that you like. Alright, so the details. Number one, I highly recommend you to choose a popular server. War bosses, Legion Gates, Siege events are all server based, and having more people in these events ensures a quicker completion time. Number two, buy the level complete pack level 50. You guys should know what this is based off my Crystal Aura video, but if you don't, then check that out. And then buy this ship skin. It helps speed up your ship by auto-activating that speed boost, as well as providing resistance if you do plan on doing ghost ships, siege events, and other event islands. In general, if you plan on playing on this character and the server for a long period of time. And with the remaining blue crystals, you can also use that to buy the Crystal Aura if you choose to do so, or maybe just spend that on peons if you do want to participate in Legion raids in this new server in the future. Number three, access your Stronghold ASAP. You want to level up to level 10 as soon as possible to get the easy Stronghold materials for crafting. You want to focus on dispatching when you can and getting access to craft simple Orehas as soon as possible. Gathering for research and simple Oreha materials is a tediously long task, so if you are not in a rush, I recommend waiting out that 3-day gold lock period, and when that is lifted, you can just buy them out straight from the auction house. You can also ask your friends from your main servers to carry you in a guardian raid so you can unlock that special dispatch. What you are seeing on the top left hand corner is the global chat that you can set up with your friends or guildmates. This chat is accessible across different servers. Number four, join a guild so you can start getting Bloodstones exchange for boss rush tickets. Number five, do your Unas tasks daily, either Lopang or Fating Leap Stones. The idea is to get easy Unas task tokens for gold. Number six, challenge Abyssal. Super easy to find a group. Number seven, challenge guardian raids. Very difficult to find a group if done later on in the week, so I recommend you doing this right after reset. Number eight, event guardians. Very easy. Number nine, road boss Moake. Easy. Get a party, throw some flame grenades. I was 1330 in this video. Number 10, Legion Gates. Easy. Number 11, buy out your exchange shops. Maharaka Leaf Exchange is the most important exchange. Due to 2 hourly events if you don't have enough tokens. Booming Makoko is a one-time daily per account, so don't expect to do that more than once. Afterwards, buy out the silver chest. You get 2 million silver per week, so you only need about 1 to 2 weeks to hit 1370, depending on if you do YOLO pangs. I will focus on peons next, and then maybe a bit of power coins for Stronghold research and power coin exchange for honor shards. If you still have more tokens, then you can either focus on the honor shards and leap stones if you want to save more gold, or the unique mount if you plan on playing this character more in the future. Exchange Winter Illusion token. I will also focus on honor shards and leap stones here as well, and then either on the rest of the honing materials to reduce your gold costs, or focus on the books if you plan on grinding on this character in the future, whether it is Chaos Dungeons or for Legion raids. Number 12, gold transfer. The idea is to put an item up in the auction house in your alt server and then buying out the item on your main server. If you get scared, then do it in small increments. Try to mimic Argos bus prices if you don't want the system to flag you. I personally don't think Amazon views this as violating the terms and services based on the way they handled the server merge. If sending gold was a bannable offense, then they would have just merged and banned everyone who had gold across 2 different servers and called it a day. There's also been discussions with Amazon reps that mentions that it is not against the terms and services to send gold across accounts. Number 13. Take a look at this Balthorr card that came with the Pinka Pass. For all you server merger participants out there. So this one's a bit controversial. If you are gunning for this Balthorr card, then make sure not to add it to your card book since it will be deleted. People are saying that you get to keep this as long as you keep it in your inventory. I personally would move it from my universal storage and keep it in my normal inventory, but I think you can go either way. Number 14. Alright, here is the final product. 1370 gold producing alt in another server, putting you at potentially 7 gold generating characters or more if you decide to do this more than once. So there are actually a couple of looming Argos changes coming to the Korean client by the end of this month that will eventually hit our servers in the future. They're changing the eye level for all 3 gates to 1385 and moving it to gates as opposed to phases, since people can now clear the content on their own at 1385 if they choose to gear out their alts. There's going to be less demand for buses, thus driving the Argos bus prices down. But that is going to be beneficial for people doing this trick. Leave a comment below on your thoughts regarding the changes. Do check out my other gold saving tip videos on the right, and I'll see you guys next time.